Hi, welcome to the video on finding all the intercepts of a quadratic function. So here we want to find all the intercepts of the function f of x is equal to negative 2x squared minus 12x plus 8. Now that's a quadratic function, and remember quadratic functions always have a y-intercept, and then for x-intercepts there will either be two x-intercepts or one x-intercept or no x-intercepts, just depending on the quadratic function. So to get started, let's find the y-intercept. So to find the y-intercept, we substitute 0 for x in the function and simplify. So f of 0 is equal to negative 2 times 0 squared minus 12 times 0 plus 8. And that gives us the ordered pair. 0 went in for x, 8 came out for y. So 0, 8 is a y-intercept, the y-intercept for our function. And notice that when we have a constant term for our quadratic function, 0 comma the constant is what we will always have for our y-intercept. Next, let's find the x-intercepts, if they exist. So we want to substitute 0 for f of x. So this means you find the f of x, this left-hand side, and we're going to put 0 in there. So we have 0 is equal to negative 2x squared minus 12x plus 8. Now, since this is a quadratic equation, we want to remember that we can solve this by factoring if the expression is factorable, or completing the square or quadratic formula that you learned in an earlier tutorial. Notice here my coefficients all are evenly divisible by 2, and in fact they're divisible by negative 2, which I want to do because I always like the lead coefficient to be positive. And I'm going to write this so that I have the variable terms on the left set equal to 0 on the right, just to make it more comfortable to work with. So let's write it that way first. And then divide both sides by negative 2. And remember that means you're going to divide each term by negative 2. So I get x squared plus 6x minus 4 is equal to 0. Now this isn't factorable over the integers because there's no factors of negative 4 that add to get positive 6. So what we're going to do is use the completing the square. And I'm picking completing the square because my lead coefficient is positive and my middle coefficient is even. So remember, to complete the square, we want the variable terms on one side set equal to the constant on the other. And then we figure what we need to complete the square. We take 1/2, the middle coefficient 6, which is 3, square 3, which gives me 9, and that's what I add to both sides. Next up, we factor the left side, and remember we added the 9, so that's a perfect square trinomial, and what 1/2 the middle is what always goes in the binomial. So this will be x plus 3 times x plus 3, and that's equal to 13. Now that gives me two identical factors. X plus 3 times x plus 3 is x plus 3 squared, which is equal to 13, and we are going to use the square root property. We'll take the square root of both sides and remember our plus or minus, and get that we have x plus 3 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 13. Subtracting 3 from both sides to solve for x, I get x is equal to negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 13. And so I had a positive number that I was taking the square root of. That means those a real number. And so I have my two x-intercepts. The first one is -3 minus the square root of 13, comma 0. And the second one is -3 plus the square root of 13, comma 0. So remember that -3 plus or minus the square root of 13 is your x coordinate, and we got that from putting 0 in for our f of x, or our y coordinate. And we want to make sure that we show that when we report the intercepts. So there's an example of how to find all the intercepts of a quadratic function.